have a question about ecstatic dance. Is it only for spiritual people?
Not at all.
There is a bridge, and there is many times this concept. Oh no, that's for spiritual people. So how is it?
I don't think it's for spiritual people at all. I think we actually should invite our non-spiritual friends to actually open themselves to experience this. This is this can be considered an spiritual practice, but you don't need to be spiritual or do the meditations weekly or read books about gurus or anything like that.
So how would you explain this ecstatic dance being a spiritual practice?
That's what I do. That's what I think people find a place in the Mushina ecstatic dances, because we are just so simple and right to the point. We just invite everyone to be part of this, and we just explain the way it is. Hey bro, hey sister, what's up? Welcome, thank you for coming. Let's do it like this. Here we take out shoes, no distractions, let's put phones away, let's try to engage with the experience as much possible. Like, keep it simple. Take your clothes off, try to engage, try to break the pattern, like the way people dance, always with the cup and the cigarette. No, put that thing away and try to be creative, explore, and then try to forget about who you are, about your status, about your work. Try to be as much possible in the present moment, so you can start listening to the music and you become one with the music. And then that's when your consciousness starts to levitate, because you start to do the practice, you start to get into this trance zone, you start to embody the music and you start to flow. At some point you even forget about everything, you create this inertia. And this is when the magic of ecstatic dance starts to vibe up.
I think that's...
People start to embody the experience. They start to vibe, They forget, woo! They start to express themselves. They start, woo! Yeah. They hear the songs, woo! And then you start to get high.
The energy is rising.
You start to get high from inside. You feel happy. You look around, Many people, even in being gathering, like 5 people told me this. Like, they were getting into the ecstatic dance circle that we were creating, and they were not there before. They were not part of the initial circle. They did not heard about the guidelines, and suddenly, everyone told me this. By the time they got there, they all had goosebumps.
The collective energy.
Because the collective energy that is there, they got into the tent. Wow, what is this? And they start to having goosebumps. So there is this contagious energy that is magic. And especially, I always say this, why I'm always so grateful that people come. It's because I don't want to sell tickets. It's not about money. It's not about anything. It's about the power of the collective experience. The more we are, and the more we are really tuned into this experience, we are able to elevate the vibe to a level that people start, they get in and feel these goosebumps and so on. And this is the intention.
This is the magic that you create. And I feel like after these experiences, that's where we had this idea of connecting and creating something, because our minds were in such an elevated state after this ecstatic. And there's so many possibilities of what's possible if more people are introduced to the ecstatic world. So I'm wondering, what's your idea of, I heard you want to create bigger ecstatic experiences for more people at bigger festivals. So what does that look like for you?
I want it to be truth. I don't want to suddenly go and play in a bigger event and have a bunch of disconnected people watching our ecstatic dance. I don't want it to be like this. I want, if in case we grow together, we go slowly, and we grow in the right way. I don't care about people. I don't care about numbers.
Right.
Not quantity. It's okay, we can have quantity, but it's the quality of the container that we are about to create. I know I can have like 3,000 people and I'm going to be happy if they are all connected truly with the experience from the soul. You know, I don't want to have people disconnected. This is what I hated. This is what I stopped doing other projects. Because people are there with the cup, you know, like don't really know what to do. I'm not this kind of person, you know. I don't play in clubs or bars anymore with people just having conversations and talking with the friends. I'm not that guy. You know, my really purpose, genuinely, that came from me because I was not happy when every time I was doing that, I did not feel like this was for me. So that's why, you know, I felt like, okay, now I'm fully aligned with this. I just want this to be the better it can get in the right direction. So we're gonna grow slowly. It's happening.